The 7 o'clock report, Channel 9's News Magazine. Now, feature editor Jack Tulsel.
Good evening. If you've been a resident of the tri-state for more than a year and you've never heard of Bobby Mackey, you just haven't been trying. Certainly not the way that Mackey and R.J. Seifert have been trying.
From 6 to 5, he's half alive, but come sundown, he's earned his pay, and it's time to play best cowboy in this town. He does his thing with western swing to a band that plays it right. Living hard high days and Cincinnati nights. He's the king of the bucket.
I love to sing for the first time, and I always love to sing, and I want to sing any place that I can where there are people to listen. And just recently I have got the proper staff that it takes to get things like that done, like my personal manager, R.J. Seifert, and like Bob Ranshaw that does all the artwork for us and everything, and Gene Stamper that handles the office work and mailing out newsletters and records and so on and so forth. And I just have a good staff of people that are doing these things for me and keeping me in line, because I don't know where I'm at.
At this particular moment, Bobby Mackey is in his office, above Bobby Mackey's nightclub in Wilder, a club he opened nearly 3 years ago. And at this point in his life, 33-year-old Mackey, a father of 2, married to the same woman for 15 years, is quite successful. But he hasn't got what every country and western singer wants: a hit record nationwide and the national exposure that would follow. But it's certainly not this man's fault that Bobby Mackey isn't Kenny Rogers yet. This is R.J. Seifert, a former radio commercial salesman. At age 28, R.J. doesn't resemble Colonel Tom Parker, who pushed Elvis to the top, but he's certainly trying. Seifert and Mackey teamed up about a year and a half ago when they decided to put the mechanical bull into the club, before the movie Urban Cowboy made El Toro so famous. Today, R.J. is Mackey's personal manager, as well as R.J. Promotions, which more accurately could be called Bobby Mackey Promotion. Bumper stickers are a part of it. This slick, glossy newspaper all about Mackey is a part of it. Daily news releases, Bobby Mackey Day in Dillsboro. Bobby Mackey's radio show, recorded live here at the club and syndicated to 25 radio stations in 11 different states each week, are part of it also. Mackey signing autographs at Shillitoe's. Mackey doing benefits to aid almost any worthy cause, such as the homeless victims of the recent Newport fireworks explosion, are all part of it. The selling of Bobby Mackey.
I think a lot of people have the image that someone is sitting on a couch in a living room someplace strumming a guitar, and the biggest record company in the world walks into town and says, "We want you to be the next Kenny Rogers." And that's just not the case. You have to go out and you have to sing a lot of songs, you have to sign a lot of autographs, you have to go to a lot of one-night stands, and then the record company says, maybe this boy has something, and we're going to take a chance with him.
A major recording company deal is the brass ring that R.J. and Mackey are after. They already have records on the Bobby Mackey R.J. Promotion label, of course. The initial effort, Hero Daddy, was a hometown hit, but...
Well, that's very true. Like Hero Daddy was a hit, but it wasn't really recognized by the national charts, because the big stations that make up the national charts weren't playing the record. They were waiting to see if it was going to hit the charts, but it doesn't hit the charts unless they play it.
Which sounds like catch-22, but is really the way the music business is today. There are approximately 1,900 country and western radio stations in the country. But unless a record gets good play on a certain 200 of them, it won't make the national hit list in Billboard, the Bible of the industry. R.J. and Mackey have both learned a few things from their initial efforts.
It takes promotion, and we have just recently hired a national record promoter in Nashville to promote our next release, which is going to be released about 4 weeks, a song called Beware of the Night, written by Denny Rice here in the Cincinnati area. And we're getting all of our promotional gears aimed toward that record with the national record promoter. He knows all these people, all these music directors at these Billboard stations.
But considering the success that Mackey has already achieved in the tri-state and beyond, one wonders why he is working so hard against the odds. Every singer wants a hit record. Few get them.
It's been a goal of mine all of my life. I mean, ever since I was big enough to talk, I've been singing. And I sang in a talent contest when I was 4 years old. And I sang talent contests all through high school and everything. It's just been a lifelong goal of mine. I love to sing, and I want to go as far as I can go in the music business.
Well, as you said before, there are lots of artists trying to have hit records and trying to be noted, getting booked into nightclubs or doing radio shows. So luckily we have a track record here of a very, very successful nightclub and a syndicated radio show. And usually that kind of ammunition, the people I'm talking to, whether it's a record distributor or a club owner in Portsmouth or in Wheeling, he says, this guy's got a syndicated radio show, or he's got these records released. And then you've got their eye, because the average singer just sings and sends records out. But radio shows and mechanical bulls let somebody know that we're really doing something here.
But is there a danger in burning Bobby out with all the activity?
Two schools of thought. I think exposure is very, very important. We're definitely taking our best shot, doing whatever we can do to get him out in front of the people. And that's very important. And we make the right decisions. Hundreds of people call and say, can you do this? Can you be here? So I have to go through them and decide this one's important.
I remember one week not long ago, I paid the band for 8 days in 1 week, so.
And far from laughing all the way to the bank, much of the money Mackey makes is poured back into the promotional effort to make him a hit recording star.
Well, that's exactly right. That's one of the reasons for the club to start with. I intended to use the club as a vehicle to further my career, and that's exactly the way it is. And it's, you know, just now, since you're hearing more and more about us, is maybe we just got to that point where we can do that.
And I'm a wild bull rider, and I love my rodeo. And I'll ride that bull to hell and back for the money and the show. Yeah, my family was a pistol, I'm a son of a gun. I ride my bulls just to have some fun, and the high they get is a little too low for me. Yeah, the high they get is a little too low for me.